Ogdoadic has a few different ways of being built, such as variants playing Orcus cards. This version uses Chaos monsters to make rank 8 plays and OTKs. I'm also playing Card of a Soul with a new skill Stormraze to search for cards like Lava Golem. There are more videos on the way soon, so consider pressing the big red button. But with no further ado, enjoy! Normally, when you play a deck with Card of a Soul, you're searching for a monster whose stats total 4,000, but when you use the Stormraze skill, your life points increase by 1,500, which means that you can then use Card of a Soul to add a monster whose stats total 5,500. There's a lot of good monsters that have a stat line of 3,000 attack and 2,500 defense, such as BLS, Alpha, and Lava Golem, which suddenly all become searchable. Alpha is only from a selection box currently, so you might not have it, but that's fine because it is the least important one. Levianeer you cannot search, but I'm still using it because it's level 8 for rank 8 plays, and is very good against decks that set back row like Battle Chronicle Blue Eyes. Since BLS is searchable, you could go to 1 BLS and play 2 Levianeer, however I quite like the option to search a second BLS with Card of a Soul if I draw one of them. At one point I was trying Dark Arm Dragon, and it was quite nice as an extra way to OTK, but the issue is that it does not do much when you go first, and it's not searchable with Card of a Soul. Snake Rain not only loads the grave with lights and darks for our Chaos monsters, but it also sets up the Ogdoadics for their own effects. Nunu comes out from grave by itself, and Light can bring back Naya to search Lily, to then summon the boss monster. Dark and Queen are extra level 8s for rank 8 plays, which can have useful effects sometimes. And if we do draw our one-offs that we want in a grave, we can use Zohar to discard them. For a similar reason, you could also try Trade-In, as it can discard Light, Dark, and Queen, as well as BLS, Alpha, Levianeer, and Lava Golem. The Reptilian can be searched with Feral Imps to either get more reptiles in grave for Lily, or to make a Void Ogre, or to start climbing into Equimax. I don't usually use the effect of Echidna, and she is essentially just there to link off Nunu since it reptile locks us, to then link climb into Equimax. This card can get especially large if you put the Lava Golem underneath one of the EMZs. The important rank 8s are Sanafond, Dingirsu, and Felgrand. Feral Imps is used in a lot of combos to search for Coatl, since doing so allows us to make Void Ogre. You can also make Stardust, but this card is mostly here to fulfill the requirement of a skill, since we need a Wind Synchro in the extra deck. Enjoy the gameplay. We're going to go ahead and do Snake Rain. No, don't disconnect, I have combo! No, I need content! I need content, stop it! 1, 2, 3, 4, right? Yes, these 4. Then we can bring back Nunu. Normal summon Benaya. And then this can grab the Lily to the hands. Okay, we go make Feral Imps, right? Powerful. Then we go Feral Imps to detach, and then search for the Reptilian. Then, we have how many names in grave currently? 1, 2, 3, 4. So we go Pitch Reborn. We have to do this first, right? Yes, we go use this one to tribute this, then bring it back, then we get the effects. This will bring out the Naya. And then we're going to summon the Reptilian from the hands. And then these two are going to make a Void Ogre Dragon. Next we can use Lily to pitch this one, and then bring back the big one from grave. Then we can banish a light and a dark. So that'll be Nunu, and that will be Feral Imps to summon BLS, and then overlay these two to make a Felgrand. And then pass them. Nice, pretty good summon, I think. There's probably like a line to not banish Nunu actually. I think we let the summon go, let him pay cost, and then Felgrand it. I'm gonna go Felgrand effects to negate the effects of the Sun move. No thank you. Now what? We can negate the spell trap card still, and if we need to, we can send the board to the graveyard. Which of course will send our own 2 things to grave as well, but that's not the end of the world because we do have follow-up. They appear to have the big one in hand, which is this one, right? That won't make our monster small enough. So that's okay. Yeah, so it'll become 2k. That one will get destroyed. I go into this, and I can just use this now to send the board to the grave if I want to. Yeah. Nuke. Okay, Dororo. Snake Rain is unfortunately not live, but we just go ahead and use this to discard it, and then add a monster to the hands. And then normal summon, and then go battle phase, and GG. So normally, the gameplay that you see in these videos is taken from my live streams on Twitch, but in this part I'm going to try doing a game that wasn't taken from the stream and doing some live commentary over a replay. So let me know if you prefer this sort of formatting or if you prefer the streams. I do plan to do a bit of both regardless. And I am playing trade-in in this build, so apart from that it is the same list at the start, it's just 2 more cards in the deck. And I began by using the Soul to find BLS, which is only to discard for trade-in, to then draw 2, and then that finds me a Nunu, which can then dump the Zohar. And then I can use the Zohar to get that level 10 out of the hand, and then that can give me a good tribute for the effects of the light. And at this point they choose to bring back the Spectral Sword from their graveyard, which is most likely not the correct choice, but it does make a pretty interesting scenario for me where I now have the option to potentially summon Alpha and return that sword back to the hand, because although it gives them an extra card in the hand, because as a Shonori player, you want this card either in your grave or on your field and not in your hand. But in order to do this, what we have to do is make our total attack points be less than 800 to summon the Alpha. So to do that, we're going to go ahead and grab the Coatl, summon Coatl, and then link 2 into the Reptilian, not for her effect, but because she only has 200 attack points, which means that currently my total attack points is 600, so I can summon the Alpha from my hand to return that sword back to the hand. And as mentioned at the start, you do not need to play Alpha in this deck, and something that you can try to help beat zombie decks would be rank 4s like Abyss Dweller or number 80 Rongo. To do that, you can simply just cut the Echidna and the Equimax from your deck to then fit maybe like a Dweller and another rank 4 like number 80 or number 70. We're going to start by doing a weirdly timed Chalice. I mean Lance, not even Chalice. Then we're going to summon the Solitaire, and I'm going to on-summon Felgrand for Solitaire because it does tribute for cost, so I cannot wait for the effect to tribute. So I do it on summon to negate the effects. Since this does not work like Fiendish Chain, after they tribute it will still be negated. Then they can't really do much else, and then that's going to be game over right there. Thank you for watching, have a perfectly balanced rest of your day, and adios.